Hi, and welcome back to my module, Cellular Telephony 101. In this particular module, I have put in the introductory video, and the video is going to give you a general overview about what's in the module itself. So it's a 30-second infomercial, as I like to call it, about the module. How the learner is going to go ahead and navigate through this particular module is that there is going to be a syllabus. The syllabus at that point is going to be set up where they'll know when their assignments are due, so on and so forth. I still have to finish making sure that I have dates out for the testing so that everybody can see those. But then these are the particular modules that I have broken down. Now, as far as where my module or the instructional module fits, and I'm assuming that's due to my Captivate, I actually added it under the final resources and tasks as its own page. So here's a placeholder for that. Still need to have that input into the actual LMS. Now, what's going to happen before and after the instruction? Before the instruction, of course, getting to the Captivate module itself, that's where the student is going to go ahead and do an overview and start working their way through the syllabus and the modules and the assignments. And after the instruction, the learner would then be able to go to one of my other pages, which is going to give them some additional resources that they can continue their learning by going to some of the things that have been included in some videos, into which they can actually get more information. So some of the documents that are going to be supporting this that the student is going to have to submit is, if you click the modules, I've broken those down in sections. I actually made my pages where there's just general information part of an assignment so that they have to view it in order to make that a part of the module that's checked. So as you can see here, it's going to be able to give them some information as to where they're going to be starting and kind of the basis for the module itself. They actually have an assignment within the vocabulary section, and they're going to be able to click on the link here that's going to be able to bring up the assignment itself. And then with that, they're going to be able to just do a text entry into the actual LMS themselves for returning in the assignment instead of actually uploading that to Dropbox or something like that. I actually have this one checked, but I'm going to go back and change that because I do have the text entry there as well. And then their resources and things like that, it's telling them how and why, where they're going to be able to submit that during the module. So let's go back. And then if they have anything additional, this is another one where they just need to view the page. This will give them a little bit more information and some other resources that they're going to actually visit. All of the learners will have a quiz on that particular section, and then there's going to be a discussion question. And at this point, it's going to be an asynchronous discussion because the students will then go back and forth, logging their answers and getting feedback from each other within the discussion itself. So it's a little bit heavily weighted so that they can have a little bit of asynchronous communication in order to talk about what's going on within the assignment. If you go back to the module, I was able to go ahead and add badges. This is talking about the cellular history. So as they complete that particular module, and then you can see where you have to set that to tell what is going to trigger that module to be able to be added. And I have to go back as well as make sure that I have to do manual approval for those, for that to get posted based on the student finishing that particular module. And it's also on the cellular and wireless one, and I still need to create the one for the sales and affinity to be on, and for the final resources and tasks, which is going to be for the Captivate module itself. And some of these additional resources are included within the module that they need to click on in order to go out to the web in order to get additional information. But some of those, I put them on a separate page as well so they could go ahead and continue the information in which they want to receive about the wireless industry. So hopefully you enjoyed that, a little bit more thorough walkthrough than I had at first. And this has been Cellular Telephony 101.